All right, hello everybody, and welcome to day 10 of our Olympic trials commentary with all things athletics. Just to remind you guys, we're here to provide more in-depth commentary on the races. Talk about not just the top three people in the race, but
kind of go through the field, see how moves are making, see who's falling off, who's making some sweet moves in the back of the pack.
Exactly, and also as usual, they cut the commercial a lot of times, and we want to be able to update you guys when that happens. Yesterday they cut away a mile of the 5K.
At least.
Yeah. And so we were hopefully able to fill in the gap there by following the splits, stuff like that. Okay, so first off, before we go into the races, I want to make a quick couple of corrections on yesterday, a couple of mistakes. I want to apologize, first of all, to William Kincaid, who we said was not doing any work in the 5K. We were all kind of disappointed in him for not sharing the lead with Brian Schrader.
Right.
We kind of hoped he would push the pace, get the A standard, and he ended up, from the coverage, he was behind Schrader the whole time.
Right.
But later on Snapchat, we saw that during that coverage,
Craig Lutz,
thank you for that snap. We saw that he indeed was leading, and so major props to him for attempting to put the work in.
Yeah.
Seemed like he was kind of hurting a little bit because he didn't lead for very long, but at least he gave it a go. You know? So, major props to Kincaid. Sorry again for saying you weren't, quite up to the task when clearly you were. And the second thing I wanted to bring up, and this one really kind of makes me feel pretty bad, is yesterday I said that Lopez Lamong was not dedicated to his training, and that was the wrong thing to say. What I meant to say was, he's a really, really busy guy. He is, has a movie in the works, I believe. He has a book he's written. He's done lots of work in nonprofits and things. So I think when you're that busy, it is very difficult to, train also at the super, super high level that he maybe once did. But he is definitely dedicated to his training. He's definitely someone that works hard, true champion. And, I'd want to rescind that statement, basically, that Lopez is not dedicated to his training. So, props to Lopez, you're a champion. We'll know you'll be back out there, and we love you. So, let's go to the 5K. Let's go to the women's 5K now.
Women's 5K. Yeah. Got that coming up in a few minutes. Broadcasting live the women's heptathlon 800. So, we're about 10 minutes behind their schedule.
Yeah, so we're assuming that because of the rain, they're pushing some things back. Some things probably got delayed.
Right.
So, we have some time now to discuss in depth again the women's 5K. So here we got Danny Mercado back in the room, saying hey. Yeah. Okay, so
first we got Ali Ostringer.
She is the collegiate, correct?
Yes.
And
freshman. Doesn't give her PR in this page. But she probably said it. Had to have said it in the past couple days.
Yeah, in the 5K. She's entered with
15:21.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless she ran that indoors though.
Possibly. I'm not sure how she's had in the outdoor season.
She didn't run. I don't think she ran outdoors.
Okay, so maybe that's an indoor time. That's why it's not up on the.
Dempsey or something.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and then we got Emily Infield, Nike Bowerman,
coming back from the 10K. Someone that was hurt early in the season, but is clearly running into fitness and was going toe to toe with Molly for a very long time that 10K. So clearly she's in really great shape.
And next we have Jessica Tebow,
who of Nike, she has a best of 15:21 set this year at
15:18.
Oh, sorry, 15:18.
A couple years ago. 15:21
this year at Oxy. Don't know much about Jessica. Do you guys have?
She went to Seattle Pacific University, I think, formerly Jessica Pixler.
Okay.
Really good. I mean, she was a pretty good miler as well.
She looked pretty good in the semis. Looks like she did some leading in the semi.
Yeah, so definitely. She's been out of college for, 3-4 years now, I think.
Okay,
so
that.
I think we were in school around the same time.
One of those post-collegiates that
or wife of Matt Tebow.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. All right. So next up, Jordan Hasay, the high school wonder, collegiate wonder, not professional wonder. She. First came to the trials in 2008, I believe.
Yeah,
high school kid running. She didn't make the 15, but she ran the finals of the 15.
Right. And she ran 4:14 there to get the high school record at the time.
Yeah.
Went to Oregon, won.
Yeah, you're very familiar with her. You were there at the same time, right?
Yeah. Won 3 titles, I think. 2 or 3 titles, NCAA titles indoors and out.
And
really
Jordan is one of the girls, one of the 5 girls that does not have the standard going into this race.
Oh, so it'll be interesting to see if, in the past when athletes haven't had standards that were Alberto Salazar's athletes, there was always someone in the race that would seem to pace them.
When's the last time
that happened? I believe it happened to Goucher in 2008. I remember Goucher had someone that...
That's essentially the last time
someone got a standard.
Didn't have a standard.
Yeah, very true. And there was questions of...
Bagley.
Bagley's one of them too? Oh, okay. Yeah, and so there were questions of... I remember, did he pay somebody to maybe be pace for a while? I mean, it's very easy to say to someone, hey, you're the last person in this field. Do you want to make $5,000 right now? Or do you want to, just run this race and, fall back somewhere?
Kind of get nothing for it,
yeah. So, who knows? We'll see if Jordan gets some help out there and if they make it a fast race. Next up is Shelby Houlihan for Bowerman Track Club. Last of the women, I believe, to continue that streak, that hot streak that Bowerman has right now.
She makes this team. They go 7 for 7 for Olympian. So
yeah, for the women. Team. So that's incredible what they've been able to do. The women are firing on all cylinders right now. And I believe she's your guys' favorite to make the team, right? One of the favorites?
I'm pretty sure.
I think
call
her a lock.
I call her a lock. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I think she could take the win.
Yeah. So next up, Kim Conley. Someone who we thought was going to make the 10K team, but ran into some trouble with her shoe getting a flat tire, basically the back of the shoe being, someone stepped on it or something.
Put it back on, and she lost some time and just couldn't make it back up to that pack.
Yeah, in most races, it would be pretty easy to get back up there. But when you have Molly Huddle up front, just throwing down 75s, 76s, it's hard to catch back up, and she got really close a few times. But then right when she would get there, you would see Molly kind of just pick up the pace a little bit more, and it was just...
Yeah, there was times where she was closing it really well, and then I think at some point they essentially ran the same split, and then Molly started running faster splits than Kim.
Yeah,
and at that point
it's so difficult to be in no man's land, and she was catching people that were falling off, but had a rough 10K.
It's just not enough. If you had that group of 4, with 800 to go is when Alpine.
She was
fell off.
Yeah, she was 4th at that time.
Yeah, so. So Kimmy, she DNF'd, correct?
Right.
Yeah, she DNF'd about with
7 or 8K.
About 2 or 3K to go. Yeah. So that's not too bad of an effort, to be honest. That's
Bernard was the same way.
Yeah, Bernard also stopped at 7K, and Hassan Mead. Hassan Mead stopped at 9,600 meters. So clearly there's enough time in between the events to recover. So
yeah.
And Kimmy is definitely a strength runner, so she's definitely probably feeling pretty good here, and. She has a kick. She does,
I like her to make the team.
Yeah,
I definitely think she's also a favorite.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people probably don't see it as much, but, I mean, she's been out here, and I've gotten to see more...
how she trains and her work ethic.
Well, I paid more attention to just how she races and stuff, and...
she's pretty aggressive.
There's nothing that she's done...
they're going to be lining up here.
That's less than what everybody else is
already?
doing.
So they came back on time then?
Yeah, they're pretty close to time. Yeah.
Okay, so they're lining them up, putting the coverage back on a little bit.
The rest of the ones
we didn't mention.
We got Kellen Taylor, Katie Mackey, Tara Welling, Molly Huddle, Abigail Castino, Sarah Hall, Marielle Hall, Rochelle Canujo, Alicia Williams, and Nicole Tully. I believe Sarah Hall, Tara Welling, Rochelle Canujo, and Jordan Hesse are 4 of the 5 that don't have the standard going in. So we'll see if they have any tactics to make this fast, or if they're just going to rely on Molly to take it out hard.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kellen Taylor's been 4th place in the marathon. She was 5th place in the marathon, right?
Do you think she would be somebody that could
she was 6th in the marathon.
6th in the marathon, sorry, yeah.
Do you think she could be somebody that potentially take the pace? Yeah.
Not from the gun. I think it's really hard to go from the gun. I think she may wait for 800 meters and then see what happens. So, guns off. Race started.
So here they go. Look like...
conditions are not raining anymore.
Raining. It might be right after the rain coolness that you talked about yesterday.
Yeah, they say right after a storm, when the rain stops, there's more oxygen in the air. So we'll see if that plays a factor here. People kind of get out after it, but it looks pretty relaxed so far. Molly's in front. Infeld is there. But yeah, not quite getting after it yet.
No, Shelby
Looks
Houlihan
like this
sitting,
is
Abby D'Agostino sitting in 4th.
37 mid. 37 mid for this first 200 meters.
So that's 75. It's not super quick, but it's still
15:40 pace, basically, yeah. Sorry, what was that about Sarah Hall?
We haven't talked
about her.
We haven't talked about Sarah Hall, yeah. So Sarah, coached by Steve Magnus, has been one of those that's always been around, but never quite made the team. Has been really close, but just has done a steeplechase, has done marathons, 15,
U.S. cross
10K, 5K, she's done everything. And so, yeah, she's a sleeper because when she is firing on all, she's beaten Molly Huddle before.
Yeah.
So
in a kick.
Yeah. So you never know with her. Nicole Tully, we didn't mention her either, really. She made the 5K team last year.
Right.
Won dominatingly, pretty much. But she won the race, right?
Yeah, she was well ahead last year.
Well ahead. And
so cut away to talk to.
Yeah, they cut away.
Athletes.
Another option they could be in picture, but it happens. They came through.
Not through yet.
They're not through yet. Okay. But Nicole Tully made the team last year in the 5K. Haven't seen much of her this year, really. But I'm sure she's, gags, gets those athletes in shape, and can't count them out at all.
So they just came through there, 156 for 600, a 79 for Molly Huddle, who's leading. Not super fast. Still.
Yeah, they went 75 pace and then 80 pace, basically.
Yeah.
So they're really relaxing. I think that Molly is going to do a long kick. But I don't think she's obviously she's not hammering it from the gun.
Right.
She doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to.
The only athletes that have to are the ones that don't have the time.
Yeah.
And also,
sitting in the pack.
Also, maybe Molly's thinking of this, I went after it in 10K, I put in that hard effort, and now's my chance to practice my kick. Now's my chance to practice being a little tired and, finishing strong.
Right.
So maybe she is not going to do any work and is just going to let people make moves and she's going to respond.
Everybody else is content to sit right behind her, though.
Well, it's weird because she's outside of lane 1, so it's almost like Emily is leading.
Almost, yeah.
But it's kind of like Molly is. Like they're kind of not...
they had 400 separation between them in the last quarter.
Yeah.
It's not like, I've said it before, it's not a bad idea for Molly to be on the outside if it's slow.
Very true.
It's,
that was a
if
311.
it comes down to it, the person's
so that was a 75, that picked up a little bit.
And maybe if something were to happen, 2 or 3 laps to go, the people that are on the inside right now, like Katie Mackey, would be in a bad spot. Tara Welling would be in a bad spot, but Molly would be just fine. Most of those athletes would be fine.
Yeah, right now we have Shelby just shadowing Emily, Kim shadowing Molly,
Abby Diaz, right there,
right
Jordan
behind.
Hesse,
Yep.
Tara, Tully, Marielle Hall.
Everyone here looks pretty relaxed. The only person I'll say that looks a little struggling is, I can't see the bib, but the Nike athlete in the back. Yeah, I guess that's Tebow, right?
Tebow, Rochelle Canuho behind her. Kind of looked a little tired.
Yeah, but everyone looks pretty relaxed at this pace. It's nice and cool, so not worried about the heat like they have in the past. Let's see.
Kim looks pretty relaxed.
Yeah, Kim looks
pretty
good.
Shelby looks really good.
Shelby looks really good. Shelby probably looks the easiest of everybody, doing the least amount of work. Let's see. Katie, even though she is kind of boxed in right now, if this was 2 laps to go, I'd say she's in a bad position.
Right.
But, 9 laps to go, if a move is made, you have time to get out, and it stretches out, and
that was a 72. They picked up.
They picked it up a little bit.
Slowly picking it up for 424 for 14.
It's interesting because neither Molly nor Emily have really been getting in front of each other.
Yeah.
But there must be some subtle challenges there.
This pack is kind of thinning a little bit. They're still bunched, so it's not a pace that's uncomfortable for any of them. Up there, and I guess it looks like there's about 10 separating themselves.
Oh, wow.
Maybe not.
I think Molly is kind of putting the hammer down a little bit.
But I don't think Emily wants to give her the rail.
Yeah. But they are gapping somewhat, which means
Rochelle, the Tebow.
This may even be like a 70 here. That would be too fast, wouldn't it? A 70 already?
At this point, I don't know.
They ran a 72.
72s was it 448s?
Yeah.
That's not.
I guess 70s is pretty much Molly Huddle's. Who went down? Somebody went down.
Is that Tully?
Oh, no, Tully went
She's
down.
got time. It's 5.5 minutes in.
But they are ratcheting it down, though.
Yeah, that was a 71 right there. So
that
they
was a
are
71.
slowly getting. She's
I
only
would
got.
be very surprised.
I mean, she has 9 laps.
8 laps to
8
go.
laps? Okay.
Molly and Emily are picking it up. You can see the pace change. They are slowly ratcheting it down, and this is going to be a tall order for Nicole to catch back up. It's just they're just going to keep picking it up.
Shelby and Kim are
All right,
pretty
so
much
they've gone to commercial. We're going to keep updating you guys.
They're probably coming through about 2K just about now.
Yeah, and if I had to guess, they're probably
6:12 or so.
6:12, 36. Yeah, 6:12 exactly.
So that would make it a 3:01 for that second K.
Yeah, so they, like we said, ratcheting it down. I couldn't tell who was. Is this on DVR? Could we rewind this or not?
It's not.
Okay, yeah, because maybe we can rewind it and then go back to live. But I couldn't. I was looking at the front. I didn't see who she made contact with.
She was
in
running
the middle of the pack, right?
She was right in front of Kellen, I think.
Okay.
So again, you can never tell if it's someone from the front, someone from the back, someone from the
maybe
side,
or if she was was Tully kind of in the middle of lane 1. I didn't think she was on the inside.
She wasn't.
She wasn't on the rail.
That field looked pretty much completely like
two by two.
rows,
yeah, exactly. It was just
I felt like at the point Ali Ostringer, there was 3 abreast with Ali and then 2 other girls on her outside.
Marielle was kind of on the outside a bit too.
Okay.
She was kind of with Tully a bit on the outside, but it was. I really can't comment because I don't really.
Came through
really
2200 at 72, 648, another 72.
So that's 7 laps to go. And how far back was Tully from there?
Tully was 7 seconds off Jessica Tebow, who was about a second off of the pack.
Yeah, see, I don't think she's going to catch him because she ran a 76 when she fell.
Yeah, and then another 76.
And then another 76. And they're going 72, 73. So I think maybe she's already feeling that fall.
It's
and
unfortunate.
Yeah, not going to quite catch up to them. So tough break for Nicole, but it's funny. People have said why don't they run the 800 over again? And it's because people, unless the entire field falls, you can't.
Which has
run
happened.
over.
I saw that at Prefontaine that one year where
I think
fell.
one person came out of it.
100?
I think maybe 2 people came out of it, and so that was fine. But unless everyone falls, you can't really run it back.
Right.
So because it's a major disadvantage to those that did make the team. You know. So tough break for Nicole. They're back with the coverage.
So they're coming. They had passed 2600 with another 72 and 801, and again. Tully was about 15 seconds behind at that point, and you can see I barely saw her on the screen. Looked like Jessica Tebow and Rochelle Canujo had also fallen off the group. And now you can see Sarah Hall and Alicia Williams kind of holding on. A little bit of gap separating with those two.
Yeah, there's a gap forming. It's going to be tough. Already in the race, they still have, they have about 2K left. It's going to be hard for them to, hang on. Sarah's definitely looking a little red. But Molly and Emily just controlling this race. Position up front hasn't really changed. It's still Shelby. It's still Kim behind them.
Still another 72, and they go to the pole vault, which is cool.
Yeah, go to the pole vault. But the only thing I noticed differently was Marielle Hall got in front of Jordan Hesse.
Okay.
So Marielle Hall moved up from kind of further back and is now in striking position because, she knows that it's probably going to really go any moment now.
Yeah.
So
that was probably another 3:01 for that third K.
Yeah, so they after a pretty pedestrian first K, they've been throwing down 72s basically.
And they're setting it up. I mean, they're most likely going to hit the standard at this point. So if any of those girls that are still with that pack that don't have it, they're probably going to get it.
Can we see if anyone? Tara Welling is still on it. So Tara Welling is one that didn't have the standard. Ali Ostrander as well. Ali Ostrander's in there.
Oh no, she had a 21. 15.
Oh, okay, that's right. Sorry. But yeah, Tara Welling is one who didn't have standard, and she's in that pack still. She's right with them. So, she may have one of those magical 5Ks like 2012.
It looks like Nicole Tully stepped off.
Oh, okay, so Nicole stepped off.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, real unfortunate, but hopefully she's not hurt. That's the biggest thing, right? If you can fall and get a little bruised up. But if you're hurt, that's when that's really a shame. So.
It looks like they probably not going to show up, but they came through 3,400. Another 72, 1026. Still about 12 girls together.
And it's still Molly, Emily, Shelby. Ali Ostrander's actually up there now instead of Kim.
Yeah.
But Kim is also right there.
Right together.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess they are going to... No, they didn't show the 3,400.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kim, Abby, Katie Mackey, Tara Welling, Kellen Taylor, and then the second back to Kellen Taylor.
Yeah, a little more than a second now, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's a pack of
Increase
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A pack of 9. And right now, people look good. Molly looks great. Shelby looks great.
Yeah.
And Marielle Hall also looking really good. Very in control. Her face looks very relaxed.
Emily looks relaxed.
Emily looks good, but she's also,
She has that stride. She always has that
exactly,
stride.
yeah. She looks like she's kind of hurting most
Ali
of the
and
race.
Kim are just trying
It
to
was
hold on to
actually the first
Marielle.
time in the race where Molly is actually going to...
3
Yeah.
to go. That was another 70 or 71 on that one. So a little bit quicker.
So Molly now is taking control of this race, probably tired of running outside of lane 1, which really adds up over the course of a 5K.
I'm kind of wondering if that was a plan for
Tara
that
Welling
Jerry,
off.
that Jerry
the
sort
pack
of
a little
told
bit.
them, like,
But Jerry and Molly?
you've already made the 10K team. I think we need to try and get Shelby on the 5K team. Make sure that she runs on the out. Make sure that make Molly run extra ground. Like, don't give her the rail.
Oh.
Kids
Then I
getting
think-
right up on their shoulder
I
now
think
with about
it
a K
gives-
to go.
It gives Shelby a chance to outkick
Another
Molly.
301.
That's true,
If
making
she
her
covered
work
way more.
that
she covered
little
way more
extra.
distance.
Sorry,
yeah.
that was a 2:59 for that K.
Yeah.
I mean, with the exception of this lap right here, the rest of the last 10 minutes of this race, Molly ran at the outside of outside of lane 1, and that I think it makes a difference.
It absolutely adds up. I mean,
Katie
if you
Mackey's
look at the
right there,
stagger,
responding.
if you look at the stagger, that's about 5 meters a lap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I think it puts Shelby certainly in an advantageous position.
it does.
It
It
also
does.
puts Kim in an advantageous
Moving up
position.
to third right there.
Yep. So Kim's looking good. Marielle's kind of falling apart. Looks like
Another 72. Ali Ostringer is a little bit off the pack.
Yeah, Marielle looks good, but now I think she's kind of hurting. It just kind of happened all at once. But I think she's gonna start fading now.
Yeah, there's a
So
gap
now
forming.
it's like it's a pack of 1, 2, 3 of 6, and with 7 with Marielle right there. But she is
Yeah.
hurting a little bit.
Abby doesn't look all that great.
Abby
either.
doesn't look great, but she also runs well like this. She's, kind of like Emily in that way.
Yeah.
They look like they're kind of falling
Dude,
apart.
I gotta say though that
But
the
the last
first
lap-
4.
600 to go. Looks like they separated away from Marielle, who might be just thinking she's got the 10K.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
first 4 look really good. I think Katie's looking.
But
a little
Katie
bit
Katie
like-
has
has
that
a great
kick.
too.
Katie and Abby both have incredible kicks, and if they can be there with a lap to go, they can really surprise some women, especially Emily, who, has had a little bit of trouble.
I mean, those 4 girls right behind Infield and
man,
Molly,
this
like
is gonna be
they
good.
haven't made this Olympic team yet, so they.
What are the splits have been? Is it still
Sorry,
72s?
it was 72, and then this one coming up with about a lap to go.
Okay. This is a 71 here,
71 from Molly. She opens up.
and she picks it up definitively. You can just see that instant acceleration with
She's
lap to
throwing
go.
strain,
So
too.
Emily and Shelby are kind of trying to respond. Those two are working together. It looks like Kim's
Yeah.
got about a 4 meters back. Katie.
So this is all Molly now.
Man, this is gonna be good.
Molly's winning this race. Shelby looks good. Emily's falling back.
Emily's falling
Kim
back.
is moving
Kim
up.
is moving up behind.
Katie's following. So it's Molly in the lead. Hey, we're going to go away with this race. Shelby Houlihan in second. Looks very controlled.
Kim moves
And
into
now,
third.
now it's a pack of 4. It's a pack of 4 for that
shit.
third spot. And it's anyone's race. They're all within 5 meters of each other. But Kim is powering away now.
Yeah.
Katie is kind of falling back.
Oh my god.
And it looks like it's Kim.
Oh
This
my
is
Shelby.
Molly.
God, are
Shelby
you
might
serious?
bring Molly back.
Molly is... Shelby Houlihan is turning it on. But so is Molly.
Kim has to kick. Abby's not too far behind her.
But this is going to be all Molly. Molly for the win. Followed by Shelby. And then third place.
Kim looks pretty safe at this point, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
The camera keeps moving.
And Kim,
And Kim gets it.
after that disastrous 10K.
Emily and Abby 4th and 5th.
Bowerman
Mackey.
Track Club.
Yeah.
7 for 7.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Incredible coaching by Jerry there.
Oh, look at her. She is so happy.
Yeah, just what a crew they got going now. I mean, if you're a woman in college looking to go professional, it's...
I said this before the Olympic trials. Anybody who trains with Shalane is a solid gold.
Yeah.
They just get so fit.
That's very true. Shalane
she has produces such great teammates.
Yeah, that's a very good chemistry there, which is so important for a group dynamic, is to have that really positive chemistry, positive team dynamic, and clearly they have that. Shelby's overcome with emotion with her performance, but great run, great race set up by Molly. Really, Molly just seemed just hammer it down each lap, and she really just made this race hers. And
just saying, Nick, I think our predictions were pretty spot on.
You're pretty spot on. That's pretty spot on.
We missed the Molly Houlihan.
I was hoping Katie could make it.
We thought Shelby, I thought was gonna catch her. Yeah. I was like, dude, she is closing really hard.
I mean,
last 100 is
they
really
showed
good.
Marielle Hall ended up 7th, Eliane Stringer 8th, Tara Welling 9th, Alicia Williams 10th, then Tebow, Taylor, Hesse, Hall, Knuho, with Tully dropping out.
Yeah, so absolutely incredible race. Molly's just on a whole other level. Granted, I'm very excited about her Olympic track team, Olympic track, Olympic finals, Olympic games this summer for her to see how she competes.
Right.
But I am even more excited for the marathon this fall.
Both
what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? Is she gonna run like under 2:20 her first one? Who knows, man?
In New York is really tough.
That's true. New York is
a hard course.
That's
but also 10K to. I mean, she has a really good half marathon and everything, but
she's run well in New York.
She trains pretty much primarily on the roads.
Yeah.
So she's very accustomed to that. Man, incredible race.
Molly and Shelly both had a 63 for that last lap, so they actually
63. Wow.
As fast as the 1500 girls were finishing yesterday.
Yeah. Well, 62, I think we said was
okay. 62.
But still,
and her last K was 252.
And so that's what it takes, people. 63 last lap to make the 5K team.
I was telling David I can close out my 5K in about 59.
Yeah.
That's my limit.
Well, all your PRs.
Oh, yeah, my 15, 5K, and 10K, all 59. That's my max.
Yeah. You gotta check the marathon now. See what your marathon last quarter is.
I might have gotten that when I hit Twin Cities a few years ago, having to outkick Yosef Boyd. I don't know. I had the 2K split was like 5:44.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Anyways, enough about me. These girls.
Yeah. So the alternate would be Emily.
That's a really fast 5,000 meter race.
Right.
Yeah. On home soil.
Holy shit,
no rabbits.
Really fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what Molly's going to do. Whether she's going to double,
she's going to double.
Or 10K.
She's absolutely going to double.
She should double.
Yeah. There's no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, the 10K, she is the first event,
right?
So she can do that, no problem. No
the
rounds.
Same schedule as what's we've been watching.
I think there's even more time in between.
More time, okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they even have a little bit extra days in there in between.
I thought the track was only the second week, so it
goes
Sunday to Sunday.
The track meet goes from the 12th to the 20th.
Okay, so that might be Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, so just an extra day in there. Oh, so they're interviewing Molly. Oh yeah.
Oh, so okay. Which means Abby might be pushed forward if Emily doesn't decide to take that off.
Very true. Sigh of relief. Sigh of relief.
Yes, there's definitely some relief and definitely a feeling of triumph right now that I pulled it through for a third place at the end of the meet.
All right, congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Wow, so bit of a shocker there. Molly says she's not going to double. So
probably not. So yeah, that means Emily would move up to that spot, but she might not double either. I mean, she's definitely more 10K girl.
So it's looking like if two of the top four are not going to go, that means it would then be Shelby, Kim, and then Abby.
Yeah.
So lesson to people that are racing in these meets. where qualifications happen, those 4th, 5th place, 6th place spots are so important still. A lot of times people kind of give up when they know they're not getting top 3, but you never know what's going to happen. And
yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting thing. And I was talking to Nick Hilton about it, like just the idea that like runners are just sort of inherently selfish. The people that are alternates, like, do they look? I wonder if they look at it as sort of like a duty, like, in case things go awry for one of the first 3, like, I need to be ready, like, just in case things happen.
Yeah, I mean, like, what if Molly falls in the 10K?
I wonder if the alternates think that way. Like, they're just like, well, no, like, I still have a responsibility as an alternate. Like, I think I should get myself ready, and
I would.
just in case
I 100% would.
Somebody gets hurt.
I've actually I talked to Brett Gotcher about this 4 years ago when going into the Olympic Games. He was named the alternate after Dathan went in the 10K, and then we heard that Abdi, Meb, and we didn't know about Ryan's injury, but we heard Abdi and Meb were both hurt, and after the race we saw that Abdi and Ryan both had dropped out. Meb ended up 4th, so his injury was never mind. But Brett was saying, yeah, like, I went into the race. I was training as an alternate. He was getting prepared to take a spot, but he never got called up because all 3 guys started. But he said his sentiment was he didn't earn the spot, even though he was going to be prepared. Those guys had earned their ticket to London.
Yeah,
to run
no,
the
it's
marathon.
very true. It's very true. I think there's no just because you're. I mean, it's very honorable if you do give up your spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you do say, I'm not ready,
I was gonna say,
let someone else go.
It's almost like I feel like it's like a duty to your country. Like, you want to send the best team possible, but if you are hurt at that moment, you are not on the best team possible. The guy that's behind you makes up.
That's
the
true,
best team
but
possible.
but also, I mean, think about how much we believe in ourselves a lot of times. You know what I mean? There are a lot of times you're like, well, if I put it together, if I can get that 1 or 2 workouts in,
I can understand it if it's
right.
like a
less than a
6-mile
marathon,
race
yeah,
or a 5K, but if it's a
If it's not a
marathon,
marathon.
and it's not going well, I'm like, dude,
There are a
now
lot
I
of
just have
movements
4
in that
weeks.
400
Like, now I just have 4 weeks to get ready for
Yeah,
a
a hot
26-mile
marathon
race. I'm like, I
in
usually
the
need,
humidity.
I need like 4 years maybe. And,
Yeah, that's true.
and even
That's
then I
very
get
true.
hurt. Like, I don't know. I think maybe it depends on the event, but I feel like at some point,
Well, also
don't you owe it to your countrymen to? if
so
he's better
in
than
the
you?
women's race in London as well, Desi was going in injured. She tried to give up her spot, but the
It was
next
too
few,
late.
The next few people had made it in the 10K, and then the other people were also injured or not ready to go. So the USATF or USOC decided that Desi just can keep the spot.
Wow,
'Cause
really?
They went down, like, I think 8 or 10 deep.
Wow.
And girls just weren't ready.
So
No
that's
way.
and that would be a special circumstance. I
Right.
mean, how often is it that the people that you beat in the marathon also happen to be incredibly good at the 10,000, so they all ended up making the 10,000 team?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Well, that was
That's
Amy and
literally
Janet,
once
and
in
then
4 years.
6th and 7th were hurt. Maybe even 8th was hurt.
Well, it just goes to show, like after, even if you're top 10, like stay in shape. You never know what's gonna happen. All right, so we have how much time till the?
Like, should be about 5-7 minutes.
Oh, okay, till the 15. So, woo, this is gonna be crazy.
See
Women's
if we can get
and
some more
men's
predictions correct this time around.
15s. We saw someone go down in the 5K. It's a little wet out there. It's a little slippery.
Runners running close together.
Exactly. And that was a hot race. They're going 72s.
Yeah.
And a fall still happened. It's that pace where you're going like not all out, but you're still going fast. That's when you have like you're most vulnerable. Really things can happen. You can get a small jostle and you're going down. So, man.
We just got to know that we're 15 seconds off live. Are we behind or ahead?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I would assume we are behind the feed because this is on NBC. This isn't streaming, right?
This is streaming.
Oh, it is streaming.
Yeah,
Oh,
NBC's not
okay.
going to broadcast for another 2
Oh,
hours.
that's right. They're going like at 7, right?
Yeah.
So, if we're ahead or behind, either way, you can either pause us or I believe you can pause even the live coverage a lot of
I
times.
think you should be able to.
Yeah, and just try and link us up. So, right now we just saw Rowberry come to the screen. So if you saw her on a stride,
Yeah.
that's where we are right now. But yeah, let's go back to the start list for the 15.
Okay, so we are behind. So that's fine. If we're behind, then you guys will know the results ahead of us.
Yeah. So if you guys want to pause your feed, you can pause it and listen in with us. But okay, so women's 15. We have, and we've gone over the PRs over and over again, so we'll just list the names.
So we got Sarah Vaughn with Brooks, Sarah Sutherland with Saucony, Jenny Simpson, Sarah Sutherland's teammates, with New Balance, Mary Kane, Nike Oregon Project, Morgan Houstony, Adidas, Gabe Grunwald, Brooks, Lauren Johnson, who is listed unattached. Do you know what she was wearing? I think she's had a white jersey the entire time.
I believe she was OTC and has been, for a reason, is no longer with them. So
then Alexa Ephraimson, Nike, Brenda Martinez, New Balance, Stephanie Brown, Nike, Amanda Eccleston, Brooks, Shannon Robury, Nike Oregon Project.
Whew, so hot race.
Only 12 in this race. The men have 13.
So many storylines coming in this one. You have the favorites like Jenny and Shannon. You have the ones looking for not revenge, but looking for redemption in Gabe and Brenda. You have the newcomers like Alexa, Amanda Eccleston,
Mary Kane,
Stephanie. Well, Mary Kane is kind of like also looking for redemption a little bit. You know,
Morgan Houstony too.
Morgan Houstony, yeah. Mary Kane and Morgan Houstony had put together. Former glory.
Right.
Had some rough couple years. Now trying to come back and do this.
And Stephanie Brown, Amanda Eccleston, girls that are having fantastic seasons past couple years. Just
a
little bit newer to the scene. Same with Sarah Sutherland.
Yep.
Sarah Vaughn coming back after having her third kid.
Yeah, Sarah Vaughn, absolutely incredible for to make this team. This Olympic trials final. She's someone that I believe trains in Colorado, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Pretty much solo. I don't know if she has really many training partners.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Who is out there.
But obviously her husband, Brent Vaughn, I think helps out with her a little bit, and they I'm sure they have a good training situation. But in this race, okay, is it going to go fast? Is it going to go slow?
They all...
Do they all have the standard?
I believe they do.
I'm pretty sure they do, right? The only one that might not have it is Sarah Vaughn.
I thought potentially, but then you had said like all those people have the standard. It's like why are they gonna? Why would anybody put themselves out for a 4 flat race? You know,
Stephanie Brown, Mary Kane might be the only two, or Sarah Vaughn.
So we have 3 athletes on the standard.
I don't think that's enough for it to go.
Yeah, and also Mary Kane isn't one. I highly doubt Alberto. Would. And he didn't do it with Jordan in the 5K, so he's definitely not going to do it with Mary in this 15. So it would be up to Stephanie and Sarah. I can kind of see Sarah going for it, to be honest. She has that kind of attitude, that kind of grinder mentality. So she might get to the front and push. But I also see Jenny being like, you know what? No, I'm going to do this because I'm the fittest person here.
Yeah.
And try and beat me, you know? So especially if there's no wind out there, really looks like. And, you know, it's still conditions. The storm just happened. There's no rain. So conditions are good. We may see a barn burner. But it also might be slow. Because that's what we've seen a lot of times. Like I said yesterday, I'm picking... Oh, here we go. So they're lining them up, or they are lined up.
Over there on the outside.
That girl.
Eccleston.
I think she's gonna make a team.
Oh, that's Kia's call. She hit that top 3. She's been running strong.
So
David thinks that she's a little bit spent.
I think she ran the races of her lives in her life in the prelim and semi, and is gaining experience for the next trials.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask, what is that ring in Shannon's nose? That's actually like a breathe right strip, but you insert inside the nostrils. It's called like a rhino strip or something, or a rhino...
I'm not sure the name.
I forget what it's called, but anyways, it's like a little butterfly almost. You put it in your nostril, and it expands the nostril from the inside. I guess some people prefer that to the nose strips. I actually use nose strips because I have a bit of a deviated septum myself.
Oh, yeah?
And so
Did you get in a fight as a kid?
What?
Did you get in a fight as a kid?
No, I think it was basketball. I think I broke my nose playing basketball. It just hit me in the face, like an errant pass.
Yeah.
And just never got fixed. And I remember one day I tried to breathe right strip, and I was like, oh my god, I could breathe. Okay, so they're lining up, guns up.
Hip numbers falling off.
And they're off. All right, so Sarah Vaughn got out hard that first 10 meters. She's getting out. So is Lauren Johnson. Jenny's tucked in behind them. And Shannon taking the long way around. Sarah, like
Vaughn,
we said.
Johnson, then Roberry.
gonna be ugly.
Jenny on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this, man. This is
Morgan on the inside as well. They are packed. They are bunched up.
Yeah.
But they're coming through in 32 seconds.
So that's-
So it's a pretty. If this is like an even pace, this is going to be 65.
Yeah.
So, which is a legitimate pace. And there it goes out in lane 2.
Yeah.
That just goes to show the depth again of American running. You know, you can go out in 65 seconds potentially, and have everyone tripping over themselves.
Oh, yeah. Mary Kane and Brenda.
So
Little
that
stumble.
looked like Brenda kind of came up on Amanda even a little bit, and that's
okay.
what caused it. But yeah, so it's still Sarah up front, followed by Lauren Johnson,
They're, 50 through 300.
and
Can't tell with the.
yeah, I think it's about 65.
Okay.
65 for the first quarter. We couldn't tell because it didn't show, but that's what I guess right now. So it's Sarah, Lauren, Jenny, Shannon, and Alexa right between Jenny and Shannon. And Alexa, like I said before, really looked great in that semifinal following Jenny and Shannon. When they made their move, there was zero gap. She just went right with them. And she's doing very little work. Brenda, in the meantime, is running on the outside, running very
Racing
wide.
lane 2. Kind of moving up a little bit.
And again, this is a hot pace, and you're out in lane 2. That's going to wear on you a little bit.
more stumbling.
Some more
Shifting in the
stumbling.
back, yeah.
Gabe is in the back. We didn't talk about, but Gabe, incredible last 100. She's probably the last 100 that we've seen in the 15s this whole meet in the semi. So if she gets inspired and she's there, she can mow down a lot of people.
So that lap through 700 was a 68, so not as quick as
So
the
slowed
start.
down a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
it
they're-
explains all the bunching.
yeah, exactly. So Sarah Vaughn trying to make it honest, but like we said, it's very tough to lead. There is a wind drag
Jenny
effect.
moves around right there, the 215 through the 8.
But Sarah's holding her off. You know, Jenny wanted the pass, and Sarah responded. Sarah's gonna run this race from the front and try and cover every move probably.
Yeah.
Until she can't anymore.
So shifting
But-
back, people trying to find a position. Still early for their kicks.
It's about 600 meters to go, and Jenny now is in the front. Jenny has gone by Sarah.
Gabe is falling
and
off a
there's-
little
There's
bit.
another stumble.
10 meters.
There's
Damn,
some
this is
stumbles.
getting crazy.
So yeah, the 5K and 15 double, getting to Gabe a little bit, but now it's Jenny, Shannon, and Brenda, and Morgan moving up, trying to get past Brenda, and
looks
she
like-
is. Oh, and there are some major stumbles happening,
Lauren Johnson goes
Lauren
to the
Johnson
infield,
gets
doesn't go
pushed.
down. She stays up.
and it is now Jenny.
304 at the bell, 65 for that lap.
It is Jenny. Sarah is still there. Sarah Vaughn is still there. Morgan Usini, Shannon Robery, Alexa Ephraimson, and Brenda. Amanda Eccleston also is right there still. But it's all Jenny. Jenny's looking strong, but
Alexa's looking all right.
Alexa's looking great.
Looks like she's blocking off Shannon.
is
She
a
wants to
little
get out.
blocked in. Shannon's a little boxed in, but gets by Sarah.
Sarah's
Now it's a
falling
race
back.
of about.
Oh,
Brenda almost
come
trips
on,
again.
Brenda, Jesus.
So now we have a pack of
So
Jenny in the
Morgan,
front.
Alexa,
My girl,
Shannon,
let's go!
Brenda.
Morgan is looking like her old self. Flashes of
Morgan's gonna run it
2012.
down. Morgan's gonna run it
Oh
down.
my god.
Shannon does
Brenda's
not
going.
look great. But Shannon's
Oh,
moving
she
out
moves,
now.
Moves out.
Let's
And
go,
now
Brenda!
it's Jenny, Morgan,
go.
Shannon.
Shannon takes second.
Let's go, my girl! Come on!
Morgan's
Brenda's coming. Brenda Eccleston is coming.
Eccleston is challenging Brenda.
Yes!
Amanda
Yes!
Eccleston.
Brenda!
Oh,
At the line.
No!
Brenda
Oh
over
my
Eccleston.
God.
No!
It looked like Amanda
No.
Eccleston had this last second surge 50
No.
meters to go. But Brenda responded
No!
in the last 10 meters.
Oh, man. Jenny
That was,
says
that was Brenda.
Brenda.
Brenda got her.
Brenda,
Brenda
406.
got it.
Cute.
Brenda got it.
Someone, please.
So,
Eccleston just
oh my
barely
gosh,
misses by
incredible
0.3.
race. Incredible race.
New Balance teammates.
New Balance teammates, Jenny and Brenda.
Morgan
just,
Usini is a 5th. Alexa Efferson 6th. Sarah Vaughn 7th. Lauren Johnson 8th. Sarah Sutherland 9. Stephanie Brown 10. Then Mary Kane and Gabe Grunwald.
Wow. So that was an incredible race. I can't say enough about that. Shannon looks kind of upset about the results. I mean, she should know she got second place.
Yeah. I
But,
wonder if she feels like she was fouled at any point. And
Maybe she caused a foul? That's true, yeah. That's the only reason why you would look
Yeah,
up
I
at the
think
board.
someone's gonna get DQ'd.
I don't know.
The only person I could see getting DQ'd is Alexa Ephraimson, because that's when
Wait,
Lauren
wait.
Johnson went down.
Yeah. I mean, watching right here.
No, even Brenda,
Brenda kept running up on people. It looks
Yeah.
like Brenda kept. I mean, I
She's
guess
watching her
Mary
toes.
kind of.
She's just slowing herself down. I don't think she clipped anyone.
Yeah, I think maybe Mary kind of got in front of her. But this is when Alexa.
Alexa tries to get out next to Brenda.
Brenda's
Yeah.
still in there.
Yeah, Alexa is.
Brenda's squished between Alexa and Morgan.
Yeah, and Alexa.
Alexa's pushing herself out.
Yeah.
That's absurd. Like I don't.
Lauren
I
gets
think
pushed
that was-
inside.
I thought that was on Alexa. She like reached out with her elbow and
I don't know.
Yeah.
elbowed Brenda.
Ah, my girl.
Wow,
Fourth.
Amanda Eccleston. Incredible improvement this last
Oh,
couple
Brenda
years.
sees her coming. Did you see that look in her face?
Got lean
Yeah.
there.
Brenda, that last 10 meters responded. Because I thought for sure Amanda had it. Amanda had the momentum, but those last 10 meters, Brenda just summoned something. And, wow. Incredible. Oh,
whoa,
man.
whoa, whoa.
Close.
That
Dive
looks
is
very
fine.
even. That looks even.
No. Definitely
Damn
Brenda.
it. From left shoulder.
What was the difference?
Left shoulder.
0.03.
0.03 difference, so.
Oh, Brenda all day.
Woo! Wow.
That's more than enough. More than enough time to
They
make it.
closed
Wow.
in 60. All those top
All
four.
three, closing 60. They went 60, basically 65 pace, then 68, then 65,
What time did they run?
then sub 60 for
Yeah.
Jenny. So, wow, Amanda Eccleston actually had a faster last lap than Brenda. But, yeah, just was a little bit too far back. Oh, man.
My predictions were spot on again. I'm just saying. Just throwing it
Look
out
at
there.
that. Look
at
I've
that.
been quiet this whole time. I'm just
You
saying.
should put- if you should-
I-
He's just getting cocky.
put
You
my
should put some
opinions
of
where it
these.
counts.
You should put some of these bets on Vegas, man. Head over
Well,
to
so I
sports
could
betting.
win a whopping $10 probably. Who the hell bets on track, dude? Come on.
Yeah, but that was Brenda interview. The coaches, yep.
Amanda Eccleston.
Can we pull up Amanda Eccleston's progression? If you go to All Athletics,
Yeah.
I think it's probably the best site for it because, I mean, annual bests.
409 this year.
This is all her best this year. I think if you do,
Annual best. Here we go.
Damn it.
Oh, what's the Brandina make?
no,
up
that's
to?
still-
wait, change the year. 2015. You may,
You gotta
yeah, we gotta
subscribe.
subscribe. All Athletics need the subscription, but I'm pretty sure she's made a gigantic jump the last couple years. That was just an absolutely incredible race by her.
Proved you wrong.
Proved me wrong 100%. I thought she was gassed, but clearly she wasn't.
You're gonna have to issue another apology.
I know. Well, no, you just
Just issue it now. Don't wait till day
I wanted
11.
to say,
Yeah.
this girl, I apologize.
yeah.
I'd
So
like to apologize to Kid and
yeah,
I need to
The
apologize
remarks
for
that
having
he made
Kia
about his
Bandana
girlfriend.
shouting that entire time.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man. So
Yeah,
next
we got a
up,
public apology from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of his girlfriends are making Olympic teams.
So next up is the women's 200. Again, we're not going to comment on that because we're not experts in the sprints. So you guys can go ahead and watch that. But we're going to keep talking about the races.
Yeah, we
And
got
move
10
on.
minutes till the men's 15.
Yeah, so plenty of time here to really dissect the men's 15, which is another going to be crazy race. Let's just name off the names because we obviously know who they are and there's times.
Colby Alexander, Hoko 1-1, Isaac Yorks unattached, Brooks,
Yeah.
Andrew Weeding, Nike OTC, Daniel Wynn, BAA, Kyle Merber, Hoko 1-1,
One. we
One.
should
Okay,
say.
I'm just gonna say
One,
Hoka
yeah.
from now on.
Yeah.
Robbie Andrews, Adidas, Craig Engels from Ole Miss, Eric Avila, Hoka, Ben Blankenship, Nike, Jordan McNamara, Nike, Liam Montano, Hoka, Matt Centrowitz, Nike, and Johnny Gregoric, Asics. 13 guys lining up.
Yeah, so, a little bit of a controversy because it's supposed to be 12 guys, right?
Right.
But Jordan got DQ'd. I'm not so sure if that was due initially. If that was
It
due
must
to
have been
an-
the USA Track and Field official, threw up a flag. I don't know if anybody really protested.
Well, apparently Dorian Ulrey put forward a protest.
I thought they protested after he got reinstated.
I'm not so sure. All I know is that Danny Mackey, in a tweet, said they were protesting for Dorian Ulrey to get in because Dorian did seem to get pushed back. So basically what happened was you couldn't see it in the coverage, but on this Dartfish website where you can see the whole race without any cuts. Jordan McNamara was on the backstretch with Andrew Wheating on his outside and Dorian Ori on his outside also a little bit, but
kind of
but
touching a little.
behind, yeah. And Jordan moved out and cut off Dorian, who kind of pushed him to avoid going down. And then Jordan flails and kind of hits Andrew, and Andrew also kind of falls back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was, again, that's kind of part of racing. We know that happens.
Yeah.
Again, I think we need to figure out what is the appropriate moves for things. But, Jordan got
look
DQ'd.
at that, you can watch that women's 15 again, like the part where there was like some contact with Brenda and Alexa, and then
Lauren Johnson
at
goes
the
down.
same time, Lauren Johnson gets pushed into the inside.
Domino effect
You
of
know,
that.
Yeah.
All I saw is Alexa's running, her arm goes up really high to just reach around Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
Use your other arm so the camera can see you.
Reach around Brenda and give her the people's elbow, and then knocks Lauren Johnson to the inside somehow. And I don't know, that stuff. That right there would have been like that. You didn't have any room, and you're trying to make room at the cost of another runner.
But that being said, in Europe, that happens in every single race.
Yeah, that's
every
international
single race.
racing for
like
sure.
whenever I remember the first time I raced in Europe, I was shocked at how aggressive everyone was. People, the last 100 meters, if you come up on them, they will pull you, like, not trying to hide anything. They will literally use their hands and pull you back to prevent you from passing them.
That was the main reason why I gave up soccer. It became too aggressive. I wanted to get into running because you don't have to touch people.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
oh, man.
anyway, so Jordan got DQ'd, got reinstated, but because of the DQ, Johnny Gregoric was put into the final, but then when they reversed that decision, Gregoric now cannot be
taken out
because he's already notified that he's in. So, it's interesting, those rules.
So that did nothing for Dorian.
Nothing for Dorian.
No.
Yeah.
Dorian lost out.
Which we know the very long and storied history of Nike and Brooks and some of the problems there.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So. And also means Shaquille Walker, Brooks athlete, didn't get in that after getting cut off in the semi of the 800. So, that happens. But anyways, so that's a 13-man race. It's gonna. I mean, so we've heard that they want to get out.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't care.
Yeah.
So
we are silently watching the 200.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
Jenna can make a team.
I have a favorite.
Oh yeah, so Danny has a teammate in this.
Three
teammates.
Three Oregon people in this.
Yeah, so
I'm excited about this.
I mean, I'm excited about it too.
I
would
think Prandini is poised for a fucking good one, man.
You think so? She's gonna win?
Well, I think. I don't know. I mean, did Allison ran the 400, right?
Yeah, she won the 400. Tori Bowie won the 100. Oh, Jade Batarmo. I haven't been following the sprints enough.
I like
back here.
I like Allison Felix,
hard to get
Prandini, and Ariana Washington for this.
Oh,
Washington. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Kia, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Racing at Hayward Field. Come on, man. Hayward Magic.
That's true.
Those colors don't run. I mean,
Devin Allen won the 110 hurdles.
he wrecked them.
He did. He really did.
With
from
home field advantage, they lowered his,
hurdles.
His hurdles.
And they replaced them with
I've never
Fisher
seen a wide
Price
jump that
hurdles.
high.
His lane was below sea level, so he had some
a little extra
effect.
Yeah. Actually, it should be above sea level because it's better for the sprints.
Oh, good call.
All right, so we'll go ahead and just call this race because it's a 30-second race. So
I feel like we're already making ourselves out to sound a lot stupider than we would have initially. Discussing this race.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Felix, Prandini, Washington for me. Go Ducks.
And they're down in the blocks.
They're in the blocks.
We were talking about Allison's ankle for like the first half of this.
Steel-toe boots over there.
That's all they talked about with her, just her ankle. Look at that tape on her ankle, and she got no tape no more.
I got lane 7, 4, and 3 getting it.
Wow, not Felix, huh? And they're off.
Ooh, that one.
Felix had a little bit
like
slower.
Oh!
Toby Bowie's out well.
Prandini's out well.
Washington, come on.
There's no one getting her.
I told you Felix.
Allison Felix is moving up.
Allison always has a good last
The rest of the
100.
field's moving up.
Prandini's holding off Felix.
Get it.
Oh! Whoa!
Did she fall too soon?
No, I think she got it. I think she got it.
She
Yeah.
got it.
That
Wow.
was like,
Damn.
I was completely off.
Bowie,
See,
Washington.
this is why we don't do this shit.
No, Bowie, Stevens, Prandini.
I got 2 out of
Wow.
3.
Let's go, Jenna.
Oh,
They're gonna
And
review.
Stevens.
They're gonna review that third and fourth spot, guaranteed.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that close, though.
it wasn't, but
But Allison got out of the blocks
The
a lot
swoosh.
slower. Look at that.
yeah,
The
she had
swoosh will review.
she had the second slowest. Oh, I guess no. Actually,
Yes.
Tori Bowie had the
Oh, right.
second slowest,
Tiffany Townsend.
she made it.
Tori Bowie had the slowest.
and she won.
Yeah.
Wow. It's
She's
goes to
just
show.
faster than
Yeah,
everybody
she's
else.
fast. But yeah. So it was Tori Bowie,
Deja.
Stevens, Jenna Prandini for going
Keisha.
1, 2,
She
3.
made it on the 400, right?
Yeah, she won the 400
Yeah.
final.
She was trying to go for the 4-2 double.
That ain't happening.
Nope.
Well, shoot back to the 15 and
Yeah, let's
finish up that
yeah,
stuff.
And a few more minutes till.
Yeah.
What are
Right,
the
you know what? She
predictions?
might. She might.
No, she didn't.
No.
Oh,
That
yes!
No.
shoulder,
I
that
think
shoulder,
she
that
did.
chest.
That's
the
the shoulder,
chest
that
and
shoulder,
shoulder,
yeah, the shoulder.
Does
was,
shoulder count?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone just
It
leaves.
counts as torso.
Yeah.
I think I don't.
Yeah. See, we don't know. We don't even know. So
No, it's
Yeah.
shoulder different counts.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
pretend to know. I'm gonna grab vanilla Coke though.
yeah.
I thought it was the butt.
Coca-Cola sponsor.
Can I get a? Actually, I have my. Where's my drink? Oh, I think I finished this already.
We got Sprite. We got Dr.
Can you
Pepper,
pass me a Coke too? Actually.
Vanilla.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Vanilla.
When did that run, though? Like the time? I didn't
Anybody
see.
else?
22.
This is some serious
3.
product placement here.
Product placement. I know, right?
Bad.
Can you pass me a
22,
Coke?
25.
You know what? I'll have a Coke too.
All right, so men's 15. Back to it. I've heard from interviews
I think
and people talking about it that Jordan wants to get after it, for sure.
No,
And
she
they're-
got it.
There are 7 guys.
Oh, she touched there too. Oh, that's a DQ.
Oh, Kia,
They're
Kia,
not
go
gonna.
home.
Yeah, stop at the 200. This is over.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Yeah.
She throws her arm out. Look at that.
Look, she touches Felix before she crossed.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it
Of
does.
course it matters.
Are you
No,
kidding me?
her
That's a
shoulder.
DQ. Yeah, Felix got it.
No, it's over, man.
Felix all day.
Felix isn't going. It's already finalized.
Anyways.
All right, so we've
1500.
heard there's 8 guys in the 15.
Sorry, Kia,
Look
scoreboard.
at
There are 8 guys that don't have the standard
Right.
in the men's 15.
Isn't it like
So,
a DQ if you touch
we're
her?
going
absolutely.
to
Yeah.
You can't go on your
assume that Jordan is going to get after it,
It's different.
Isaac York's gonna get after it, and
Yeah,
leg.
right.
Sure.
huh?
Avila.
Avila's probably gonna get after
Of course
it.
matters. What do you mean it's-
Um,
It only matters.
I mean, there's a plethora of guys that would want to work together
Yeah,
to do
she
Yeah,
does.
this.
Colby
She's
Alexander.
of
He
course
led
she got
his
Nike's
prelim
going.
or
Yeah.
After
semi.
that, are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
And
So, alright, whatever. Like, I got
the
pushed.
only guy that doesn't
So let
have
it go.
standard that has explicitly said he doesn't want to go after it
It's
is
Weeding, no?
Andrew Weeding.
She's a bigger person.
And the other person
No,
I see
2012,
not wanting to
you
get after.
remember? She did.
Hey.
They
Oh,
tied.
We're trying to talk. Yeah, sorry. So Craig Engels is a guy that I don't think he's gonna want to lead either. We've never seen him lead.
He seems like a kicker.
He's a kicker. He's an 800
just going to
kick.
rely on these guys setting the pace now.
Yeah, and hopefully get pulled along to that time. So he's also one that we've seen in multiple races cause some traffic, cause some stumbles. So, but in a fast race, it may just string out. It may just be a one long line. So, all that being said, Robbie and Centro and Ben looked at the class of the field. They really
I
did.
think Colby's close behind him too, though.
Colby's behind them.
So Colby, I feel like his running style doesn't. I think when he accelerates, it's kind of like Centro in that you can't really tell. Like, he can move the last 100,
Yeah.
and this is like a Colby that I hadn't seen, since I've known him. But I didn't know.
You didn't know he
I
could
think
do
a
that.
lot of time. Well, I feel like he was hurt a lot. Like when I was in school with him, like I felt like he was injured. Not like all the time, but it was just I always felt like he was coming back from injury. Like I hadn't seen him put together, anything like the year that he's had so far, especially going from like his senior year onto the first year as a pro. I think he's riding a really, really good momentum. I mean, he qualified. He ran that 3:36.25 like pretty recently before
At Princeton, I believe, one of those
before-
last
before the
chance meets.
trials, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's huge. I think that's really telling.
Yeah.
And he's looked really good in the first round. In the semi, he looked great. He looked probably as good as Robbie and Centro did, and Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, he's dark horse.
He's your fourth place dark horse.
He'd be a fourth or top 5.
Well, I'm not sold on Blankenship just yet. So I still agree with
Centro
and Robbie, and then I got Leo as a guy to. He's the guy that you got to beat that last 100.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying yesterday. Centro, I mean, Leo, he has something. I was his teammate from 2009 to 2013, or I guess 2012 actually, and I've seen him just turn it on all of a sudden out of nowhere, and the progression I've seen this season with these early rough races, getting a little bit faster, kind of making it in by the skin of his teeth, but the guy turns it on. And from what I talked to my coach, who talks to Leo a little every now and then, and Leo is feeling very confident. He's in very high spirits, and that is a very dangerous Leo.
Yeah.
And his last 100 is, I would say, better than Robbie's in a fast race, for sure. In a slow race, hard to say. I haven't really seen them both compete each other in a slow race. But in a fast race, we've seen Leo close to get the silver medal. We've seen Leo close to run 3:30. So, Robbie is definitely proven in that 3:34 to 3:37 range, which is what might be this today, because, I doubt they're going to get out and run 3:30 today.
Right.
But, Leo has this freaky ability the last 100 meters. So I kind of think it's going to be that.
But it's a 15. Any of these guys could really upset it.
Anyone can upset.
There's a 350 race. Every single one of these guys are dangerous.
Yeah, and Weeding, is also feeling a real big high recently. With his getting into the last second to the meet, and then qualifying, making it to the final.
Looking really good.
Looking pretty good.
Looking good.
Looking confident. He's racing with confidence. You can see his body language.
He's a tactician. I mean, it hasn't shown so much in recent years, particularly because of injury, but when he's on and he wants to win the race rather than worry too much about time, I think he's dangerous too.
Yeah. I mean, all these guys are dangerous, but the one thing I will say, whoever does lead to get out today and set the pace,
Probably not going to make it.
Probably not going to make it, man. I hate to say it, but like I said before, when you're leading a race in a fast pace, you're doing so much more work than the guys behind you.
You get that slipstream.
Yeah, even if you're better than the person behind you, they can still beat you because they're doing that much less work than you. So, yeah, I think in the past we saw guys take off from the front because it wasn't the same depth.
Right.
Guys, you can take off because no one was as fit, no one could hang. Right. But now everyone can hang, everyone can be there. So when you can tuck in and get in that draft bubble, you're gonna get pulled and you're gonna be fine. So wow, Robbie shaved the beard, going for that little extra aerodynamic effect.
Ben definitely did
Ben,
not.
the exact opposite. Looks like he actually growed it out
Yeah, he
even
grew it a bit
further.
more last night.
I'm pretty sure this is the thickest we've seen it this whole trials. Oh man, this is exciting. We don't know what's gonna happen here. Could be fast, could be slow. I'm banking on it getting out.
I'd love to see Merber make this team though.
Oh yeah, Merb's also riding a high, that upwards momentum. I mean, all these guys are riding upward momentum. No one here is like just hanging on,
On the line.
On the line, and they're off. And Isaac Yorks immediately gets out, looks like. Eric Avila immediately gets out. Jordan getting out.
Avila.
So it's Yorks, Jordan through in about 13 seconds. So yeah,
Central
it is
tucking in position.
Central is trying to get in that second place. He wants to, not be left behind. But it is
Leo's right behind him. Ben's right there in position.
Jordan coming through in about 28 seconds, looked like maybe 27 high, followed by Centro and
Avila
then
and
Yorks.
Blankenship throwing elbows.
Whoa,
and
and there are a lot of movement back there, a lot of position jostling. I think Yorks was supposed to take over the next lap.
I was just about to say
42.9.
that.
But
I think he was supposed to take this. He was supposed to take. I feel like he's supposed to take 400 to 800, right, or something.
I don't know, but what I do know is that Centro and Blankenship know exactly what they're doing. They
did that on purpose.
They got up there because they wanted to slow it down.
Yeah.
So and that's what they're
Looks
doing.
like
And
Yorks is going up.
Yorks is going up again. These three
Avila
have a
takes
pact.
over.
These three absolutely have a pact. It is now Avila, Yorks, then Jordan. They're coming through 500 meters in 112, 113.
That sets him up pretty good.
Does set him up.
Is awesome.
Blanks is trying to slow it down again. He's trying to get in front of Jordan,
got
and he is.
Robbie and Weeding all the way in back.
I think he needs to not worry about this shit.
Yeah, I think Blanks is
needs
doing a
to
little bit
not
too much
worry about
energy.
this. Yeah,
this is setting it up perfectly for Weeding, who is
Yeah.
in last place doing zero work.
And Central is just far and away.
I think
Centro is
Doesn't
probably
matter-
better,
doesn't
yeah.
matter what race is
Yeah.
around here.
McNamara is nice and tucked in now too.
But he's tired. Going out, he has to really
Now it's
recover
at
now.
59.
Yeah, so Yorks
You realize
is.
that York's taking
But
the lead
Yorks
now?
is a guy that can really put on the hammer here.
Right.
If he throws down a 57, 56, they have a chance. So they're coming through 156 mid, 157.3 actually. So this has to be about a 56 if they want to make this team, 56, 57. And from
So
what
the
it looks
first three
like,
with the standard has got Ben, Centro, and Leo running right behind Avila and Yorks.
Colby as well.
Robbie's moving up in a good position.
and Yorks is putting in work here, man. He is definitely pushing.
This is how he should be running. This
is an
a
incredible
York's-
race.
This is a York.
This
style
is
race.
basically the non-A standards versus the A standard guys. They're trying to slow it down, and the non-A standard guys are trying to
Coming
speed up.
up to the bell.
Coming to the bell, it is now Blanks, Centro, Yorks, Leo, and Robbie, and Colby Alexander back there.
There it is. 240 flat.
240. So if they bring it home here, Eric Avila has fallen back. I don't know where he is anymore, but it is now Blanks, Centro, Leo, Robbie.
York staying there.
Wow. I think
So
Blanks
good.
Blanks is in
Central
trouble.
looks so good.
Blankenship is in trouble.
307.
Here is Leo.
200 to go.
Blanks is tying up. Blanks is absolutely tying up. Here
Leo
comes.
doesn't look great either, though.
He doesn't look great, but
But he's
he's
closing.
closing.
faster than Ben right
He's
now.
closing. So
He's
Centro,
closing faster than
Robbie
Ben.
is
Centro
in
far
second
and away
moving.
ahead.
Craig Engelson's in fifth.
Robbie
Robbie's coming.
and Blanks and
Oh
Leo.
my God.
Blanks and Leo. Blanks and
gosh,
Leo.
that's so close.
Oh my God.
Blankenship.
No, Leo doesn't have it.
Centro with
It's
wins.
Blankenship.
Robbie second.
Oh
Blankenship.
my God. Oh my
Craig
God.
Engels gets fifth behind Leo.
What a race.
Johnny Gregoric gets sixth.
Dude,
What a race.
Central's a god. Oh my god. You need to put him away like they were nothing. That's freaking nuts.
Centro ran 334. 334.0.
And you made him look like nothing.
One of the fastest times you've seen at the trials.
He's only close in the 53.
What's the trials record?
I don't care what he's done on the Diamond League.
He
or
only
hasn't done on
closed
the
53?
Diamond League.
53 is pretty
He's gotta be
fast in
a
a
big
334
record
race.
goes to Centrowitz. It was Steve Scott with 335.15.
Wow, so Centro has broken the Olympic trials meet record.
Robbie Andrews also breaks it.
Robbie's under it as well.
Dude,
With
Robbie
his team
had
of
a-
Pacers.
Oh
yeah,
my
they had some good
God.
pacers.
Yeah, I mean,
McNamara and Weeding,
Every single one
and
of them. Crash
Avila,
and burn.
Isaac Yorks are 13th through 10th right there.
yeah. So again, like we said, it is just so difficult to lead.
Yeah.
I almost think that in the future, when you want to, if you're in a situation like this where you need a standard and the guys, and you're in a race with people that do have a standard, I think you have to get out faster or throw in like go slow and then throw in a hard move.
Well, you can't
Because you
save
need
it
to
for,
create separation.
you can't save it for the final either. Because then you get
That's
people
also
like
an
this,
issue,
they know,
too.
the
Yeah.
guys with the standard know that you
Wow.
what you're doing.
Wow, lots of shoving. I mean, we may see some DQs,
Blankenship definitely threw a good elbow in front of Manzano there, like in the early laps.
but we don't know. We haven't seen anything. They're saying finalizing. There might be. I mean,
Leo would petition that. I would
He
imagine
looked
he
like
would.
he did in a semifinal.
wow.
That was not even. That's not even.
Robbie
right.
is so excited.
Oh my god.
This is Robbie's first Olympic team,
Yeah.
correct?
It is,
And
yeah.
Blankenship's first Olympic team. Leo Manzano's first team he has not made
Right.
since like 2007 or 2006, I think.
Grigori coming in for 6.
Yeah, Grigor with a great last lap here. Again, so top.
Yeah, Grigor moved up from 12th to 6th in that last lap.
Damn, that's
So
a lot of
Grigor
imploding.
6, Colby Alexander 7, Daniel Wynn 8, Kyle Merber 9, Yorks, Avila, Weeding, McNamara. So those guys who went for it, setting the early pace, it got to them.
Yeah, it is just so
He was
difficult.
333.
Hats off to Isaac York for throwing down at 57
Yeah,
for that
third lap.
third lap. You know, maybe they even went. Maybe they
Oh, I
even
thought
went
his
a
dad
little
was
too
gonna do the
fast.
same
Maybe
thing.
they should have been slower. You know, and it's hard. It's so hard to say.
I don't know.
It's so hard to say. But
I mean, Yorks would have needed a 55 to get the standard with the lap to go, but at that time he was already too tired
That was
and getting
freaking
passed.
sweet.
That when people are passing you so quickly like that, it sucks that energy out of you.
the top 3 ran the Olympic standard here today. So if you could have ran the Olympic
Yeah.
standard today, you'd have made the team, or been out with Ben. But wow, what an amazing battle that last 100 meters between.
Wait, so did Leo also run the standard?
No, he missed it by
Oh,
like
he missed
he
it.
had it, but
He had it,
Oh,
but he
he's
missed
had
it
it.
by
Yeah.
half a sec or 0.3.
all in the last 50 meters. But
He
That last-
timed his peak really well. It's just, dude, the other guys.
yeah, man, Leo and Blankenship. That's a battle. That's like a race for the ages today. I mean, meet
Oh, Ben
record.
was fighting hard.
What's
Yeah,
that?
he
Ben was
was.
fighting
Ben
hard
was
that
fighting
last
hard. I mean,
200.
Ben
Dude,
was
and
rigging.
Usually,
Yeah.
you
He
do
was
not
rigging.
respond like
He was
that.
hurting, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in a race that fast, you're not gonna respond.
But Leo
like-
was also hurting, and they were both hurting the last 100, just side by side. I wonder if there was
Dude,
some contact
I
there.
feel like, but I
It
feel
almost
like that's
seemed
the
like there's some
best.
contact.
That's the best 1500 meter team I think we would have sent. Like, I really
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah, I
right
agree.
there, that's
I
our
agree.
best 1500 meter team, and I like the fact that it was determined. It's like a race like that.
In a fast
That was
heat.
the only. Those are the only 3 that could essentially handle like the implosions. That was just awesome. That was such a good race, and I love that it wasn't tactical.
Yeah.
I love that the guys that didn't have the standard all decided like, all right, if they want to do it, like let's test these dudes. Like if they're as good as, you know, their trials or like their Olympic A standards.
Yeah.
You know, are showing, then let's test them here. Let's see what they do today.
Yeah.
And I thought that was awesome. I thought that was really cool. It sucks that I think when Ben and Matt, you know, they knew what they were doing. It's just like, no, we're not going to allow this.
Yeah, that
stupid
was.
strategies.
Oh my god! No,
That's,
that
that's
was.
why you can't save it for a final.
But it was a cool. It was a
I forgot
cool-
about that.
But
A
I
very
like,
cool
I like
dynamic.
how Matt did it though. Like it's subtle. He just you know
Got
his
interrupted
stride
it.
his stride isn't so long that it's gonna impede you. He's not, and he's relatively like small enough in frame that he's not gonna like essentially like hockey check you or something. It's like really calculated how he broke that up, and I thought that was cool. I was like, damn, this dude is just the fact that he can do that and then still obliterate them to run 334.
He's on another level.
He's a gold medal favorite.
He's on
to me.
another level.
Gold medal
Yeah.
favorite to me.
Definitely a medal favorite. I mean, you got
Yeah.
Kiprop in there, who's freaky good.
Makalufi.
McLuffy
See what
ran
the
143
investigations say. See what the
recently.
investigations say.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
about
I
that.
agree.
I don't give a shit about that.
I agree. I mean, and also we may see a situation where, you know, it hasn't happened recently, but in the past, they always use team tactics. The Kenyans, they would have a guys that sacrifice themselves. I mean, in the past it was the Moroccans. The Moroccans would basically set up Hitcham,
Yeah.
and then you know, in the last 6 or 7 years, the Kenyans set up whoever their favorite was.
Yeah. You see it in the longer distance 5K and 10K with the Ethiopians recently.
Yeah, exactly. And so the race may go similar to what we saw today. Guys taking it out, trying to, you know, make it a hard pace and make it easy for whoever they pick, which would probably be Kiprop, to get the gold. So,
Those races are won in
but
334
also-
though a lot of the time, and if they are, Central's a favorite.
And also-
Robbie's a favorite.
We also saw-
Robbie can get in there for top 5, I think.
we also saw a little bit of a team tactic from Centro and Blanks. You know, that was...
They did that indoors, I feel, didn't they?
They slowed it down indoors?
They did. No, I remember like one time they were in maybe a mile race indoors. Maybe it was in Boston or something, I think it was a mile race. And Central clearly was boxed in. Blanks is going around, and he sort of like looks at him as just sort of like, no, like you go first, and then I'll go behind you,
Mhm.
and then we'll go that way.
Yeah.
And I think they do have like, and you could see a little
Mutual respect.
Yeah, and a little bit of gamesmanship in that semifinal. It's just like looking back at Central, like, are you gonna kick? Because I'm not gonna kick if you're not
you're gonna
going
kick,
to. Like,
yeah.
we're already in, so
Yeah.
let's just coast it in.
Yeah.
I think there's like some. I don't think they like literally talk to each other, because I don't think. Blanks
I think
talks
they
to
did.
Anybody.
I think they did before this race. That was too
Wow.
convenient. I mean, they did exactly what I think we may have mentioned it before. They may try to slow it down.
Yeah.
But wow, what from start to finish.
That race was cool.
From
That was a
start
fun
to
race.
finish, that was probably one of the most incredible races I've seen this year, or in a long time, really, to be honest.
I don't think any of the trials finals distance wise have been boring. Like they've been really good. Even like the 10K where Galen, like, I mean, that was like a race of attrition.
Well, that was
first off.
the 10K was crazy because nobody get blown up. You had
Then
guys
Galen
blowing off the
decided
bike.
just to kind of
Put it away.
decimate everyone,
Yeah.
and that was you never see that from him. So that
Should
was
we
cool.
rewatch that 15 real
I'm,
fast?
I'm trying. It's not up to replay yet.
Oh, because it's still finishing the meet, but the meet's
Yeah.
over.
They have like the digital from like earlier in the afternoon, but they haven't uploaded
Uploaded the actual footage
that just
to.
finished.
We're watching on Apple TV, so we're trying to maybe rewatch that men's 15 because that is just one for the ages, man. And also women's 15 too. You know, Brenda,
That was good.
Amanda Eccleston.
Yeah.
You know, like that fight for third place. Oh God, that is just man. This you can't have the trials be any other way. I think when you have selection-based procedures, like they do in a lot of countries, people get screwed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the only way to do it because, yeah, like imagine trying to select Brenda versus Amanda versus Alexa Ephraimson.
Amanda
You know what I
Eccleston,
mean? Those
if it was
three?
a selection process, Amanda Eccleston would not even been in the conversation.
No, not at all.
She essentially proved that she belongs.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
if there was
rounds of the
selection,
trials.
could've gone
Charles
to
Charles
Shannon.
Jock, perfect
Uh,
example in the 800.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
Well, Alexa was third on time.
Yeah.
Going in.
Yeah, and then talking about the men's 800, Charles Jock. The only
You wouldn't have even counted it coming out of the first round.
He-
He barely got out of the first
he
round.
beat Dwayne by 1,000th of a second. A
Yeah.
1,000th of a second. And Dwayne really only he just thought he was running faster. He made a mental mistake, mental lapse, and didn't make it out of the first round because of that.
You would have considered the 19-year-old to make the team.
Oh,
You would've-
yeah,
you
yeah,
could,
Don and Brazier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have picked that kid.
Absolutely. So just goes to show,
You got to prove that.
this
you
is
can
why
make
I
it through
run the
rounds.
races. This is why you run the races. It's incredible, meet Olympic trials every year, every 4 years. Super pumped to go up against these guys in Rio. And
So I know we've given Craig Engels a lot of trash for like the way he races. Like there was some controversy in our opinion whether he did
Caused
like,
a lot of
cause some
problems, yeah.
But he finished 4th in the 800, 5th in the 15. He is legit.
and does he have another year left of school?
I'm not sure what his eligibility is.
Yeah, I can't. Let's see for a second here.
It's tough to say.
Well, either way, whether he's coming out or another year of school.
Oh no, he's a junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
Wow. So he has bright future ahead of him, and if he heads over to Europe, it's he can run some quick times and really turn some heads.
And that was definitely a PR for him today as well. He PR'd in the 800
Oh,
and
wow.
in the 15.
Wow. So, man, incredible race. Yeah. Anything else here we want to talk about? I mean, you want to check one more time with the 15? Let's see if we can get that up.
As long as it
It's right
says.
there, yeah.
No, this is the digital. That's before the NBC broadcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
All right.
this live now, it's only.
It's just gonna show like let me see. This coverage is concluded.
Yeah.
They probably want people to watch it on TV now. Probably not gonna have it up till then.
Uh,
All right. So, well, no, they do have this.
So this is commercial.
commercial?
Yeah, we'll go to that
Okay.
screen.
All right, we'll give it 30 seconds or so. What are anything on the comments people want us to talk about on there?
Just mad respect. Just Central should get GQ'd for that nip slip. Kip Rob has some mad stupid moves, question his tactics. Yeah,
That's
normal stuff.
I was interviewed about Kip Rob. What are his weaknesses? What are his strengths? And I was like, to be honest, his only weakness is himself. If he just decides to play with the field again, go to the front, go all the way to the back again, and then go to the front, that could cost him at Olympic Games final. But that being said, that's the only way he wouldn't be up there, I think. And I know Central, it's the thing. Central is this extremely smart racer, and Kiprop has the ability, but not the same racing tactics. If he had Central's racing tactics, he would be doing incredible things. And vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, it is strange, but he also has run 326. I can't.
Yeah,
what did
he
he run?
keeps jumping
326.
the-
326, yeah.
I can't knock him too much because
I think 326 twice even.
He's run 326, 327.
Definitely
329,
27. But I don't know about
essentially
26.
regulars.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little weird, but isn't he pretty young too?
Who, Kiprop?
Yeah.
I think he's like 23 years old or something. 23 years old. Oh yeah, the age cheating. That's one thing that's ridiculous too, man. Something seems to be glossed over a lot in the sport. Just kind of, oh yeah, it just happens, whatever. Really affects a lot of people in contracts and juniors, stuff like that. So pretty big shame. Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's gonna wrap it up for our
concludes today. Concludes for the year.
Concludes for the next 4 years. But no, I mean, I think I'm gonna keep on doing this. These kind of coverages for certain meets I'm not at, or I also want to do just general interviews with people, like athletes like Nick. And Danny's kind of out of the athlete scene these days, but it's always good, ex-athletes too.
I'll probably be like a cake tester or something eventually.
Cake tester, yeah.
Taste tester.
Yeah. And so yeah, leave comments. Let us know what you think I should kind of focus on, what guests you'd want to see on, and I want to try and get this uploaded onto the iTunes podcast app. So. Yeah, we'll figure it out and give it a shot. And thanks so much for tuning in, guys. And till next time. See you later.